What's up guys, welcome back to DA35, the channel dedicated to helping men divorced after 35 or dating again after 35 get back on their feet when it comes to their dating and relationship lifestyles. All right, so let's get into it. Signs that you need to leave your girl. Sometimes we get caught up in trying to make things work, and we invest so much time into a relationship that is hard for us to recognize when it's time to let go. These are some signs that are going to help you realize when it's time to move on from the relationship that you're in, whether it be marriage or you're just in a long-term relationship. All right, this applies to both situations. Sign number one that you need to let your girl go is consistent lack of respect for one another. We all know in relationships that we set boundaries. If your significant other continuously overstep these boundaries, now you got to deal with them. So in dealing with them, you guys always clashing, always butting heads. She doesn't seem to get the point. This is something that you don't like. Obviously, that's why she keeps doing it. This is a sign that you guys need to split. Now, one time, is that a big deal? No. 2 times, is it a big deal? Well, if you speak about it and it happens again, all right? But if this is a consistent behavior, a consistent pattern of the lack of respect for your feelings towards something that you guys already spoke about, this is a sign that you need to let her go. Because the thing that this leads to is when you guys do talk to one another, now you're snapping at one another, you're no longer kind to one another, you're no longer loving to one another. And almost every conversation that you guys have, it is met with force, all right, or yelling or disagreement. You can't sit down and have a good conversation, or you can't sit down and hear each other's sides out like grown-ups. And this is happening a lot more in relationships these days because men don't know how to choose the right woman for their life. But we digress. That's one sign that you need to walk away. Consistent disrespect, lack of kindness when you guys speak to each other. That's your first sign that you need to walk away from this relationship. Sign number 2 that you need to walk away from your girl is she is not emotionally invested in you or emotionally neglects you. Now, we're humans. Yes, we're men, and we do have emotions. There are certain things that your significant other does that's going to make you feel a certain way. If she neglects these things that make you feel a certain way, that makes you feel love, that's a sign that she's not really into you. That's a sign that she doesn't really love you, right? Because a woman that loves you, she's going to want to do things for you, all right? She's going to want to pour love into you. You're going to know when a woman loves you because she pours into you. Now, be careful of the woman that pours into you because she sees you as a project. We're not talking about that. We're talking about actual, genuine love for you. She's going to want this back from you. With her doing the things that she does when she loves you, she's going to want that back from you, and you're going to need to show it, all right? Because if you don't, then you're the problem, not her. But the problem is her when she doesn't show it. If you do things for her to show that you love her, right? You buy her flowers or you listen to her rant and rave or whatnot, you're doing the right things. If she doesn't do that for you, if she doesn't listen to your problems, then she ain't the woman for you. Sign number 3 that you need to let your girl go is physical and emotional abuse is bestowed onto you from your significant other. All right, from your wife, from your girlfriend, whoever she is that you bring into your life. If you feel physical abuse or you see emotional abuse, that's time to get out of there. Now, this doesn't happen overnight, all right, unless your girl's crazy. This generally happens from something as small, being like a simple tap on the shoulder when you make a joke. And then from there, when you do something that she doesn't like, it turns into actual physical abuse, like punches and slaps and scratches. That's generally how those things happen, all right, because you didn't nip that behavior in the bud in the beginning. But let's say it happens to get there, talk about it first, all right? And if it persists the second time, now you know it's time to go, because it always gets worse. all right? It always gets worse. So that's the third step that you need to go: physical and emotional abuse. The fourth sign that you need to get out of there is there's a lack of trust. Why are we in relationships with people that we can't trust to do simple things like not have sex with someone else, not do things that we dislike? All right, I mean, it's pretty simple. We're adults. The problem is most men live in scarcity. All right, they want to protect their assets. They don't want to share 50-50 with their wife. They don't want to pay child support. They don't want to have to go through the headaches of dating and finding someone again. All right, and that puts you into scarcity. So when your girl starts acting up and doing foolishness, right, now there is a lack of trust. You don't want to approach that because you don't want to rock the boat or anything like that. And that is not healthy towards a healthy relationship long term. You guys understand what I'm saying? Once there's a lack of respect, you talk about it, nothing's being done, it's time you need to leave that girl. And the fifth sign that you need to leave your girl is differences in values and where you guys see you going in the future. Now, everybody that's been put into your life is not necessarily there to stay with you the rest of your life. If you're on a path of growth and the person that you picked up when you were in the building stage may not see the light of what needs to be done when you get to the next level, then that person needs to go. If you had that conversation and it seems like it's not going anywhere, always have that conversation first. Don't just end it abruptly, because people can change. All right, give people the benefit of the doubt. Give people that chance anyways to change. Have that conversation with them. If this seems to be an ongoing pattern where you meet resentment because of you leveling up, or you meet resentment because you guys see different ways in parenting. Nobody speaks about this, right? People have kids. You have your philosophies on parenting. She has her philosophies on parenting. Both of y'all butt heads because of this child. Well, not really because of the child, but because of your philosophies. And now the relationship don't work anymore. You guys resent each other, right? Stop having sex. Certain things like that. There are certain fundamental values and goals that you guys should see eye to eye on. All right. Would you change as human beings? Yes. But your values are instilled within you. And those are values that you're going to carry with you for a long time. And if those change, then you guys aren't a compatible match for one another if it can't be resolved, especially if it's been going on a long-term basis where you guys keep clashing heads because of this. All right, so that's 5 signs that you need to walk away from the relationship that you are in. And like I said, easier said than done because you have invested a lot. You don't want to lose half your stuff. You don't want to put your kids through that. But in my opinion, it's easier for a kid to get through a relationship that is true rather than a relationship that is fake. And you're staying together for the kids' sake because they see that resentment. They feel it. We're human beings. We pick up on each other's energy. All right, so if you found this video helpful, found informative, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you need somebody to talk to, reach out. All right, I'll see you guys later. Peace.